In this week's parsha, we learn about Noach and how he came out of the ark. And the first thing Noach does when he comes out of the ark is he plants a vineyard and gets drunk. And the Torah calls him out on that and says, "Vayachal Noach ish ha'adama ve'itak karem." And Noach, the man of the earth, debased himself and planted a vineyard. He debased himself. Rashi says it comes from Vayachal, comes from the word chulin. He made himself profane. Now, Noach wasn't in the best of moods, to say the least. He just witnessed the whole world being destroyed. He was quarantined for a whole year. But nevertheless, he intended to drink. As a matter of fact, Rashi brings down that when he entered the ark, he brought with himself the twigs of the vineyard so that he could plant a vineyard when he gets out of the ark. And granted that I think is the Zohar that says that Noach never intended on getting drunk. He intended to drink just a little bit to relieve his stress a little bit, but he never intended to get drunk. But the fact is that he was so confused and so bewildered by everything that was happening, at that time, and he miscalculated how much he needs to drink. And he was supposed to drink a little bit, but he drank a lot, and he became drunk. But nevertheless, he intended on drinking. And here we have the Torah saying that it was profane, it was debasing. And the lesson from here, what we learn, is that we should not look at externals to make us feel happy. We should not look something that is beyond us, outside of us, for happiness. True happiness comes from within. Right? Sometimes we feel that the houses we live in, or the types of car we drive, or the wines we drink, or the joints we smoke, those are the things that bring us happiness. But the truth of the matter is, it's only transient, temporary. It's delusional happiness. True happiness is what comes from inside, what comes from the Torah, what comes from coming closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Noach started the parasha by being an ish tzaddik, right? Sometime in his life, at some point in his life, right, he became ish ha'adama. He became the man of the earth. He defiled himself, debased himself, because he put his trust and faith into a cup of wine, bringing him happiness. He looked outside of himself for that source of happiness. He looks beyond what his own capabilities and what the Torah and HaKadosh Baruch Hu have to offer. In life, we are going to be in the same situations as Noach. We are going to be in the same circumstances at times, where not everything's going to be okay. And at that point, we are going to be challenged to see where are we going to put that faith and trust in.